Welcome back. Juju Watkins just said something about Caitlin Clark that has everyone talking. While others throw shade and stir drama, Juju dropped a truth bomb that's sending shockwaves through the WNBA. What did she say? And why is it such a big deal? Stick around because this could reshape how we see women's basketball forever. But before dive in, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for more updates. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot to us.
The media can claim all they want that WNBA players support Caitlin Clark. They don't. The media can claim all they want WNBA players are not jealous of Caitlin Clark. They are.
Can you imagine what's going on in the WNBA right now? It's like a live drama unfolding with twists at every turn. Not long ago, filling seats and grabbing attention felt like an uphill battle, but enter Caitlin Clark, and things changed in a big way. Instead of cheering her rise, though, some league veterans are acting like she's the antagonist in their story. Why the pushback? Let's break it down.
Part of the club, and I don't think Juju Watkins is either. She said no to UConn, she said no to SC, she said no to these colleges and said screw it, I'm going to USC. So yeah, I think Juju Watkins is a lot more like Caitlin Clark.
Juju Watkins just dropped a bold statement about Caitlin Clark, and it's got everyone talking. This might be the reality check the WNBA has been waiting for. What she said isn't just turning heads, it's making waves across the league. We're about to dive into the exact moment Juju shook the table, but first, let's take a step back to see what led to this game-changing moment.
Donna Taurasi is old enough to be Juju Watkins' mother, and yet somehow a teenager is showing more appreciation for the elevation of women's basketball than someone who has spent their entire career playing.
Take Diana Taurasi, for example. She's throwing shade, claiming Caitlin Clark will struggle to adjust to the pro league. Really? We're talking about the same Caitlin Clark who's shattering records like it's a hobby. And it's not just Taurasi, the media's doing Clark no favors. While they shower Angel Reese with praise for landing a Vogue cover, a great moment, no doubt they're barely giving a nod to Clark's Time Athlete of the Year win. It's hard not to notice the imbalance.
The cover of Vogue magazine or Athlete of the Year. Without a doubt, Athlete of the Year is the far greater honor. So I am incredibly confused with the difference in response to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese was celebrated for landing the cover of some magazine that no one reads anymore, while Caitlin Clark, she was vilified.
Let's put it into perspective. A magazine cover is great, but being named the best athlete across all sports? That's next level. But here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about Clark. It's about the shift happening in the WNBA. A new generation of players is stepping up, drawing fresh attention, and bringing in new fans. Instead of celebrating the evolution of the game, some of the older players seem stuck in a protect what's mine mentality. It's not a good look. What's driving this resistance? Are veterans afraid of being overshadowed? Or are they unwilling to accept that the game is changing? Either way, it's not helping the league grow. And what's with the media narrative? Reese's Vogue cover is celebrated like it's the pinnacle of achievement, while Clark's huge honor barely makes headlines.
This is one of the main problems with the WNBA. They want to pick and choose which players are celebrated. They want to tell you who you should support.
The real tragedy here? The WNBA is at a pivotal moment. The league has never had this much momentum, but instead of embracing the excitement, it feels like they're tripping over old grudges. And then, Juju Watkins enters the scene, a young phenom ready to change everything. She's not interested in the negativity. She's here to make an impact. And she's doing it in a way that has everyone paying attention.
This is what Juju has said. So many new fans being in sports sometimes can be not necessarily challenging, but can kind of give you a headache a bit. Not a lot of people know what they're talking about sometimes, but it's great for sport. The fact that people are watching is enough in itself, Watkins said when asked by Fox News Digital in an exclusive interview about what challenges come with the sport's new attention. We would like it to be positive, but it's not always going to be like that. So as long as we continue to raise the numbers of viewership,
in a time when jealousy seems to rule the court, Juju stands out by doing something unexpected, supporting Caitlin Clark. It's refreshing to see a player stepping up with positivity instead of bitterness. And then she goes even further with her statement. The fact that people are watching is enough in itself. It's a powerful reminder that growing the fan base matters more than gatekeeping. Juju's perspective is exactly what the game needs right now.
Watkins said she even wants those fans to cheer for her too. But even if they end up hating her, she will still embrace the fact that they're paying attention. When asked if she wants the sport's controversial new fans to cheer for her too, she said, "Oh yeah, I love supporters, I also love the haters. I think it's just part of the game. There's so many sides to it, so it's the nature of the game, and there's always going to be negative and positive aspects."
Now, If you're thinking this is just a PR move, think again. Juju Watkins is as authentic as they come. She's not just about changing the game. She's about reshaping how players think and interact. Her decision to attend US over powerhouse programs like UConn shows her desire to build something from the ground up, to carve her own legacy. That bold mindset, it's the kind of vision that fuels innovation in the league. What's even more remarkable is Juju's attitude toward the future. Instead of seeing rising stars like Caitlin Clark as competition, she views them as allies in bringing the league to new heights. Juju knows the spotlight can shine on everyone and that elevating the game benefits the players, fans, and WNBA as a whole.
Sorry, according to like the Mystics owner, she said it was chosen because the media plays race and didn't do enough to recognize other players. But Watkins thinks Time made the right call. I'm all for it. I honestly think she deserves it. I don't think anyone has changed trajectory of sports so much, so I honestly think she deserves every bit of it.
So how does Juju's outlook change things? She's showing a level of wisdom and maturity that some veterans seem to struggle with. It's like she's holding a mirror up to the WNBA, saying, "This is what we could be if we worked together." By embracing change instead of resisting it, Juju is setting an example that could reshape the league's culture. And she's not stopping there on the court. She's redefining what it means to be a dominant, complete player.
Juju is, I actually think she's a way better defender than people give her credit for, but I don't think she's as good a scorer as people say. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, she's going to break all the records, she's going to be this, like, the greatest scorer in WNBA history.
Speaking of dominance, let's talk about Juju's defense. While most people are focused on her scoring, it's her defensive instincts that set her apart. She's not just good, she's elite. Experts are calling her defensive skills her secret weapon. From blocking shots to locking down opponents, Juju has that next level ability that few players in her class can match. It's the kind of skill that changes games and leaves opponents rattled.
She is a good scorer, a really good scorer, but I think she is an elite defender. And like, I think her all-around game is more important in my opinion, is a bit better in my opinion than just the scoring, which is what people focus on. People focus on all of the like the ways she scores, like, oh, she's got all these moves, but I'm like, Juju Watkins on the defensive end.
But here's the kicker: Juju doesn't just make highlight plays. Her game intelligence allows her to read situations, anticipate moves, and turn defense into a momentum-shifting force. She's redefining what it means to be a complete player. And yet, this side of her game barely gets the attention it deserves. Maybe it's time for everyone to stop sleeping on Juju Watkins and see her for what she truly is: a once-in-a-generation talent ready to elevate the WNBA to new heights. Juju Watkins is proving she's not just dominating on the court, but inspiring a movement off it. Her fearless defense, game-changing mindset, and support for Caitlin Clark are shaking up the WNBA in all the right ways. Whether you're cheering or criticizing, one thing's clear: Juju is rewriting the script. Thanks for watching.